Hello, everybody, and welcome to a qualifier play-in event here on the channel. If I can get to 4 best-of-3 match wins before a single defeat in a match, I'll qualify for the qualifier, which will then let me, if I qualify for that qualifier, into the Arena Championship, I think. It's sometimes confusing, but I'm pretty sure. I've done my research. If you enjoy this sort of thing, let me know in the comments, and I'll make more of them. High stakes limited, baby! Baby! Rat King! Rat King! Rat King, find another Rat King. Unfortunately, it's legendary. We also have Zopandrel, Blue Sun's Twilight, and Kaito. So what this is telling me is that and also this thing, but I don't think this is particularly playable. So we're probably going to ignore the Rat Kings, and we'll play maybe blue, green, splash, black, but we'll see how many rats we have. If we have a bunch of rats, we can do something else. Generally, you want to build around your rares, because those are the cards that are like going to win you the most games. Like, a first glance at my white cards kind of tells me that I'm not super interested in white. I have 2 planar disruptions. I have like a couple of 1-drops, a couple of 2-drops, but I don't really have anything crazy in white. So, and I can tell that like pretty much at a glance. Like, planar disruption is a nice card, but like white doesn't give me anything super powerful, so to speak. Like, this is a nice removal spell, but I don't have a strategy. Looking at my blue cards a little bit, I know I have Blue Sun's Twilight as a great card. Do I have any support early in the curve? I've got 2 Malcator's Watcher. I've got a Gitaxian Raptor, which is a great card for blocking. This card can do work sometimes, so I actually do have some decent blue. Looking at black, don't really care about those 2 cards. I do have a Blight Belly Rat, but nothing too crazy. I've got 2 of the Caramonics, but it's not looking like black is super powerful for me. Got a couple Testament Bearers, which I think I like, but nobody else really loves. And then in red, I've got Hexgold Slash, Churning Reservoir. Actually, a lot of red cards. A couple Volt Charges, Furnace Strider at the top end. And let's see green. Green, I've got a couple Mantises. Brutalizer's okay. Zopandrel's fantastic. Got this 2-drop. So based on my rares, and I also have Evolving Adaptive, based on my rares, I was hoping to go green, blue, splash, black, which I know isn't the best in terms of, like, green, blue's kind of weak in this format, but I have Zopandrel, Kaito, and this Blue Sun Twilight. And all 3 of those are very good. And I kind of have the support. So we're going to build up that deck first and see what it looks like. I don't generally love Chrome Prowler, but I could try it. I don't love this guy either, but it could do some stuff if I just need another body. This guy is pretty neat sometimes. I don't really have any proliferate that I can think of. Don't love this guy. And then I guess I could play this Seer, but we'll have to think about that. And then I've got, in green, I've got this thing, this thing, this thing, this thing. I just play all the 2-drops pretty much. I like these 3-drops. I like this guy. Brutalizer's pretty nice. This thing's nice. This thing's good with oil. I do have some oil from this guy, this guy, this guy, this guy. So I've got some oil. Yeah, I've got enough oil for this thing to be good. Ickerplate Golem, Near Convert, Phyrexian Atlas, Kaito. This deck is really coming together nicely in terms of strategical depth. I have a decent amount of oil counters for this Oil Gorger Troll. I have a little bit of Proliferate. I could play this guy technically. Get a little bit of extra oil on my guys. That could be worth it, but I don't think it's good enough. I am missing out on these red cards. These 2 Volt Charges and this Hexgold Slash are really good. And I do think I have probably enough Proliferate to make this thing potentially good. Because I have 1 Proliferator. Not really much else. This thing might be good still. I don't know. It's very interesting. I don't have any fixing, really, for this black splash of Kaito. Like, no fixing at all other than 2 Swamps and a Phyrexian Atlas. Is Kaito worth playing? I think so. He's quite powerful. I could also splash red instead of Kaito, and I get 2 Volt Charges and this Hexgold Slash. And then I do the same thing where I just go like this. And then maybe I'd even add an extra mountain. And I go like 7/7/3. The horror mana base, but I have this thing. And the Mirror Convert to help. But I think splashing 1 card's better than splashing 3 cards. And I don't love splashing Hexgold Slash, because part of its power is that you can play it early and it's great. So I think I'd rather splash the single Kaito. And of course it doesn't auto-add the lands anymore, so I have to like go into my basics and like figure it out. Okay, so if I was going to go 2 of these and then like rely on the third one coming from the Atlas or the Mirror Convert or something. Got some nice top end stuff. Got some good early game. What would I want to cut here? This thing works with oil counters. How many oil counters do I have? The Lattice Blade Mantis. This thing. This thing. I don't think I have enough synergies to justify it. And this thing is an oil counter. I kind of want to try the Chrome Prowler. 5 3-drops plus this guy. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 2-drops. I don't like the Escaped Experiment at all, though. It's only good as an attacker. It's just my worst one by a large margin. It's not even a 3-1. So I'm going to run it like this, I think. And I'm going to make Kaido my artwork. I think this is going to be the build that I use. I've got some guys at the top end, but mostly focused on these lower curve spots. This thing can actually do some work if I do corrupt them with this guy, which is nice. And I think I'm going to run it like this. I could just play this as a 2-drop so I don't get run over, but I think with 2 1-drops and 6 2-drops, I should be good. Maybe I need to just play this and like cut a Chrome Prowler or something. Or Maze Skull Bomb. I'll cut Maze Skull Bomb. Yeah, I just want more creatures that can block early. Let's check my color distribution. 10, 11. So I'm slightly hedging towards green. I don't know if that's correct. Maybe I'd rather hedge towards blue, but I have double green cards, which I don't know how it factors those in. That I'd rather play early, like this Brutalizer. Yeah, I think I'm just going to run it like this, and I will see you folks in the games. If you've been enjoying my channel, you can support it at patreon.com/NicolaiBolas. Patrons gain access to exclusive bonus content like my draft tier list for Phyrexia All Will Be One, where I grade every card in the set on an A through F scale and compile it into a handy dandy spreadsheet. I'd like to give a special shout out to the patrons who support at the credits level, and if you have been enjoying my content and would like to help the channel, you can do so at Patreon. Thank you to all of my patrons, and without further ado, let's get to the games. Welcome to round 1. Remember, this is best of 3, and any loss eliminates me. This is a hand that I'm going to keep. It's sealed. It's a little bit slower, but I have 2-drop into 3-drop, which is really what I care about. They play Crawling Chorus. I'm happy to trade off my guy for that. Hopefully draw into some action. I get to draw a card, which I'm happy about, because I do need some more gas in the tank here. And I can deal with the Might. I'm not going to trade this for the 3-1. Maybe I will. I think I will. Because I can't afford to take 2 poison a turn, and I don't have anything that can block that for the foreseeable future. Yep. Okay, given the way they attacked there, I will block this guy. They can use their combat trick to pump it up. They probably have +2/+2. Charge of the Mites. Okay, so we got rid of a threat and that, so it's a 2 for 1. I'm just going to jam this guy. And then I won't block this, because this thing hits really hard, and I'll just rely on blocking with this. So I will be corrupted. But I have a much better card to trade with them. Incisor Glider's fine. I'm not going to use the oil counter. This thing can block there. I'm not going to upkeep Scry because I might want to block. Sure. Thanks, Bloopa Bleep Blorp, for the subscription. I appreciate that. Okay, I will remove an oil counter because I might have to trade with this guy now. And if they kill this, then that would be a problem. I'll scry, and now I will instead of stopping my upkeep. I do need to draw something here. Taking a huge hit. It was unfortunate that I drew all lands this game, pretty much. Taking 5. 6, 7. I wonder why they're buffing that guy. They could have drawn a card if they buffed that dude. Yeah, I needed that guy the turn before. Dang it. Well, I'm glad I have all of my early drops. Okay, so there's a 2/5, which can probably block a lot of their things. Spore Singer. Oh, man. I kind of have all my early guys in already. Thank you so much, Undertalker. I appreciate the support. Thank you for the subscription. Okay. I want the Immobilizer, maybe. It's a fast matchup. But I think I want all of my creatures more, so I don't really want to take out a creature for it. I think I just hope for the best here. That was just me flooding. I kept a 5-lander and I did not draw out of it. If I hadn't traded off my 1/1 with their guy, it would have ended much better for me. Okay, on the play we have a good start again. And there's the Zopandra. We just have to survive to cast it. Normally, if you're going to play a 7-drop, you'd want like maybe an extra land, but we have the 3-drop that can tap for mana, which we can use. We're going to gum up the board here. We're not going to trade off this Stalker for the long legs, because I don't care about the long legs. It's kind of a useless card, and I just want to go late so my Zopandrel can take over. So this thing being on the board and this thing being on the board is better for me, because it just gives me more blocking options. But I can chip in with this guy. Like a 3/1 is a very relevant blocker. Charge of the Might's my guy. Interesting, okay. That's a good exchange for me, I think. I can chip in, get some Toxic down. Maybe pressure them a little bit in that regard. This thing does block my Malcator's Watcher. I know they have a Complete Devotion in their deck. I knew they had this card. Plague Nurse, okay. I am going to do this. I get to hit them for 3. And then I get to eventually trade this thing off. I need to get out my notepad because I do want to win these things. And so making sure I know what instance they have. Like I have it in my head pretty well. but might as well just write down the instance they play. Okay, I'll definitely block. I'm trying to draw draw a land so I can play this. Max punished. No second island for the Blister Zoe is really unfortunate here. Maybe I'm not supposed to attack there because I just really want to block. Plague Nurse is kind of scary against me. I don't know. I just need any land and I'm in good shape here. They can pump this up toxically with the Plague Nurse. Okay. I feel like I'm in really good shape. If I draw any land, I can cast this guy. If I draw another land, I can play this guy. Okay. Unfortunately, they can give, like, pro green, and I'm in real trouble. I really wish I could have jammed this last turn, because then I'd be hitting them for 8 here, and they'd have to chump with long legs, probably. Skrelv is really annoying to see as well, because they can make it impossible for me to block and do an extra toxic, so they're going to hit me for super toxic damage. So Pandrel does have reach, though, so the Flensing Raptor can't get in. Okay, and you do have to attack in these situations just so that you can keep the pressure up to some degree. Annex Sentry. Okay. I would love to draw an island so I can play this and actually block their guys through Skrelv. That would be a huge step for me. Whoa, thanks, Ben, for the raid. I appreciate that. Welcome in, everybody. We're down a game. Unfortunately, we don't have our second island. We only have 2 swamps in the entire deck, so that is a bit unfortunate, but that's how it goes. We don't have that many islands. We can't really block. Their Skrelv is doing good work, but it's a close game. It looks like I should be winning, but I'm really scared of this like combination of cards. They could just attack all out here. This is essentially Toxic 2. This is Toxic 1. This is Toxic 2. Okay. In charge. I'm just writing down the instance that I know they have. Okay, so they're getting 3 more toxic on me because this thing gives toxic. Fortunately, I can't play my only blue creature here, even though it'd be really good in this situation. Oh, they're paying the life, so that means they'll have to chump block Zopandrel. That's an okay draw, not the best. I will attack with both. Oh, does this just leave me dead on board? Oh, no, I did. I just left myself dead on board because I need my reach guy. Because Flensing Raptor, they can... Oh, no, I'm not quite dead on board, maybe. They have to block Zopandra with something, which they'll probably block with Copper Longlegs. It's really unfortunate I can't play this, because this would totally negate Skrelv. Oh, if they block with that, that's so huge for me. That's actually amazing. I needed that. So I can't block this, so it's going to hit me for 2 poison, 3 poison. 4 poison if they use their Plague Nurse. They're close to winning. I don't know if they quite win. They can do 4 poison, because this is 1, plus 1 for Lifer, so that's 2, plus 3 for Skrelv, plus 1 from this, plus 1 from this. So that's 5. Yep. I think I live here. At exactly 1. 1 poison left. Unless they have a combat trick. Did we get there? I think we did. One poison away. Boom. Okay, we're 1 game away. I'm shocked they blocked with the Flensing Raptor. It was pretty bad that they didn't just keep that guy around. Okay, so what do I want? I think my deck is good. I think I have all the cards I need. Immobilizer's tempting, I must admit. And Glistener Seer doesn't feel like it blocks a lot of the cards. Even though being on the draw, I kind of want the 1-drop. Because they do have, like, the 1/1. Oh gosh, this is so scary. I've had good openers, but I've been on the play. They mulliganed. That's a good sign. They mulliganed again? They're on a mold of 5. It's definitely still winnable, but they don't have a 1-drop. That's also helpful. I need to hit 1 land in my top 3 cards, and then I can play the Atlas and be totally fine. And we got there. I'm going to play the Steward. because the Steward does more than my other options. Skull Bomb. Looks like we're going to win this game if they don't hit a land here. I'm going to play this so I can play Brutalizer next turn. The Prowler's going to be useful at some point later. I think I could play the Brutalizer or the Mantis. Both would be good. Maybe I want to play this next turn anyway, or maybe I want to play this and this. I don't know. I just think getting this into play is good. On turn 3 better than this guy. Stalker, sure. I'm gonna play this. No attacks. I think they might have Flensing Raptor or something. But I'm gonna make them use it. I'm waiting on playing this because I can proliferate. And put an extra oil counter on this guy. And I'm definitely gonna win this with regular damage, I think. Also jam this. If they play Complete Devotion, I'm okay with that. They get a 2-for-1. Okay. They don't even get a 2-for-1. They just get a 1-for-1. Combat trick for my guy. And I'm still hitting them for way more damage than they're hitting me for. Okay. Decline. I'm going to save it for when they might actually have a way to block it with 3 toughness. I mean 3 power. So I guess maybe I'll be able to do that anyway. Lattice Blade, sure. Guy. I'm going to use the Chrome Prowler to tap this guy at some point. They can't attack because I'll block with the Ichor Spit. Tanker Boom. Okay. I'm glad I used this while I could. Charge of the Mites, sure. That's an easy block. I needed the forest so that I could proliferate here onto my guy. Send him in. We've got good blocks. And we have this Chrome Prowler hanging out. Flesh Cutter, sure. I don't care. Doesn't make blockers. And this will corrupt them, so tapping the Atlas will put them to 1. Looks like we got there. Yes! Got there. Huge! Got the win. Feels good. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 2. Playing Zero Interaction Tribal, the classic archetype. This deck is really on the weaker side of things. I think I just didn't open the best cards. Blue and green are a little bit hard to use, but we've got a Kaido. We won round 1. Just gonna keep doing my best. We have a Zopandrel. We have these Watchers. We have an Atlas to ramp us. Come on, land. That's unfortunate. Let the 1/1 Ami charge in. Luckily, I can cast like all the cards in my hand. Oh gosh, they are ramping. Generally not a good sign when they're ramping and you have no mana and no removal. Like, sometimes you could be like, oh, they play a big guy and you just pacify it for 2 mana. But if they play a 6-drop here, I'm just toast. Looks like they're just straight red-green playing big stuff. Okay, Qualifier doesn't really count. He's a big guy. I'm not really afraid of him. Okay, so they get an oil counter on this guy now. Now I have a decision point, so I'm definitely attacking. So we'll do that first. Do I try to use the Chrome Prowler to trade with the Qualifier Cackler, or do I take my licks and play the Phyrexian Atlas? Because if I go Atlas, I can't chump this guy. I'm gonna play the Atlas though. Then I can go Mantis, or I can go this thing. Oh, I forgot. I didn't know they didn't have the Atlas at the time, so it does do a little bit of extra work there. That's another land. I can play this to gain 3, but I really want to do it to gain a draw, an oil counter. So I'm gonna play this guy because he hits like a truck. And then next turn I can play the Oil Gorger Troll, draw a card, gain a couple life. I wonder what they're splashing white for. Oh, they're just trying to empty their graveyard? That doesn't make any sense. Twitch chat is saying this is the classic case of Flood versus Screw, but keep in mind, they did spend one of their spells getting 2 of these lands, so, like, we've played a similar-ish number of spells. I'm not really worried about this thing hitting me for 4, because I'm hitting them for 2 a turn. I'm actually going to hit them for even more with this guy. And, if they use this thing to kill my Watchers, that's fine, too. And I'm going to gain a lot from this Troll. I can even steal something. I'm going to play this Troll, though, first, before anything happens in combat, and they can, like, maybe blow me out or something. I'm going to gain the life, draw a card. Hope for a land. No land. And I will untap it because every point of damage matters here. Troll is a very good draw here because I can trade that with their Cackler if I need to. It'll gain me some life. And I can Blue Sun's Twilight to steal something at some point here too. Steal a 3-drop. And if I can even get some more mana, I also have Chrome Prowler. Okay. Are they going to crack that? It would kill their own Scrap Gorger, I think. Wow, they just sack it. Okay, so that's actually pretty good for me. Because that means I can go for Chrome Prowler. So I have 3, 4, 5, 6. Yeah, Chrome Prowler. Tap this guy. Attack with both. They have to chump block. I'm not going to take action here because all my stuff is lethal anyway. And I don't need the blocker. Yeah, and they're going to chump that guy anyway. Play this. Let's check at their graveyard. They have no instance that we've seen. They do have Tyrant Axe. So they have a 4/4 haster. This could be a matchup where Immobilizer does some work. I think the tapping is also very relevant. Huh. And a 5/5 is huge compared to their creatures. I'm going to play the Meldweb Strider as a big guy that can block their 4/4s and stuff. And cost 1 less mana. I think generally Blister's always better. But in this matchup, I think that a 4/4 is going to trade with their stuff, and a 5/5 might just be big enough that it doesn't trade with their stuff. Okay, we have Kaido, but we can't cast it. We're on the draw without a 2-drop. I think I mulligan this hand. It's just too slow. This is a better hand, even though it's got worse cards. They have a 2-drop. Having a 2-drop is so essential when you're on the draw in this format, it feels like. Otherwise, they just run you over. In that hand, I didn't have a 2-drop, and I didn't have a... I only had, like, 6 cards anyway, really, because I couldn't cast Kaido. This hand is still garbage, don't get me wrong. Okay, there's a 2-drop that can trade better. Strike first. Just getting on the board is nice. I think they might have Hex Gold Slash. Like, they kept a very slow hand, but they were on the play. Them having Hex Gold Slash makes sense, and them killing my Brutalizer would be pretty bad. Oh. I can't beat this card. Gosh darn it. If they make that guy indestructible, I just can't win. Okay, there's Opandrel. I feel like they have Hex Gold Slash. Oh my gosh, they just have nothing? What is happening? They have nothing. This is weird. I guess I have Kaido that can deal with the Soul Fume temporarily. And when I play this guy, all my guys become massive. Potentially attack past him. Sure. This is weird, because they don't have the mana to, oh my gosh, what a draw. What an absolute draw. 4, 7, 8, 9, 10.
I'll take on an army myself if I have I can run circles around you.
So I put them to 1 here.
Stay alert.
Oh, and I'm going to return the long legs to my hand. Till my next turn. Or I can create a 2-2. Oh yeah, I'm going to create the 2-2. Because then if it dies, then I win. Oh, I should have bounced the other guy. I forgot I had a land drop to give. Kaido came in clutch here. Oh my gosh. Oh man, that's a play. So all of my creatures are lethal. Got there. Got there. Let's go. Wow, Kaido came in so clutch there. My goodness. Whew. Got the win. 2-0. See you folks next round. Welcome to round 3. We have won another die roll. Let's go. And we have a good hand. 2-drop, 3-drop. Potentially Kaido if we hit one of our 2 swamps naturally. If we draw one of our 2 swamps in our top 4 cards, we're in like such good shape. And if we draw our black source eventually, we'll be happy. But 2-drop, 3-drop on the play is really ideal. That's what our deck is built to do. And we even have a 4-drop to top it off. That's actually amazing. What a fantastic draw. We get to be the beatdown here. Blue-green beats! I'd be happy to trade this, because... Like, I'm happy if they trade, because their 2-1 is going to accelerate them. And I'm continuing to add to the board. Albeit, the Basilisk doesn't do that much damage. I'll continue to try and be assertive here. 1-3 Death Touch for 3-2. Might not seem like the best deal, but keeping the board clear, making their fight spells worse if they have any. They might be a bit light on land drops if they're doing that sort of thing. Herbrast Anointer, sure. If I drew a swamp here, it would be ideal. No attack. I think the Anointer is kind of annoying, because it can block the Lattice Blade Mantis pretty well. Rust Vine doesn't do much. Long Legs. That's actually a good draw. Lets me buff up my adaptive. They might not even try to trade with the adaptive here. That's unfortunate. I was hoping I could like do the trick of like proliferating with this guy. So they have 3 cards. I have 1. Or Batterfist, sure. Malcator's Watcher is good. If they had had +2/+2, they would have just been walking into it. I guess you can't assume they're going to do that. I'm in good shape here. They have 1 card, but they're going to have a 2nd card. I have some lands in my deck that would be really good, because Kaido is super good with Malcator's Watcher in this spot. Like, play Kaido, hit there with Malcator's Watcher, draw a card, make a 2/2. So I've got 3 draws that are amazing, which is my black sources. And I've got like enough defenses to like hold the line. I'll chip in with my Malcator. The land doesn't really do much here. Okay, unless it gets them a source of color that they don't have yet. Okay. Okay, so they have 1 unknown card. I'm really hoping it's not a splash card being enabled by this Terramorphic Expanse. Or Evolving Wilds, whichever one it is. Make laws. Okay. We have the Basilisk, though, that can trade with it. Swamp? Glistener Seer. Okay. I'm definitely scared of Miglaws. And my Kaido got a lot worse when I lost my evasive guy to try and draw deeper in my deck. This is the risk with splashing. I'm gonna take out the Miglaws here. Give myself an extra scry. I am going to stop on my upkeep here to scry, I think. So I really need action. If I can draw my Zopandrel here, I'm totally in good shape. Oh, that's perfect. That's a pretty good draw. Saves me a good chunk of damage. I wonder why they didn't attack with rest time. Now I have to hold this guy back because he can be a blocker. So I have to hope for a good draw. That's a draw. I can trade with the Bard Batterfist guy. Close game, but I needed to draw my swamp this game to have a chance, I think. I'm still in it. Oh, that's really bad. Shoot. Zopandrel. I think I just have to cold draw it because I need this guy as a chump blocker. Oh? That's a good draw. That can be a great blocker. Oh my gosh, Kaido's coming. That can stop something. Can you imagine if I somehow like returned this Oil Gorger Troll to my hand or something? Yep, they're gonna buff it. I still need a flyer or a reach creature. So this isn't lethal, this isn't lethal. Oh my gosh, we have the Blister Zoa. Oh my gosh. We're still in it. Death touch on that guy, sure. Block everything, hope they don't have a trick. No! Oh my gosh, that's so brutal. Oh, there's nothing I could have done about that either. In that, out that. And then hope for the best. I guess I could have kept in my 3-2 that taps things. I think the Raptor would have been really good there, though. I don't know. That's so brutal. I was so close to winning that game, turning the corner. Dang it. I guess I just needed to draw my Zopandrel. If I draw Zopandrel, I pretty much win. I don't think they can deal with it. Or my creatures being twice as big. Oh, man. Could have gotten that Atlas a bit sooner, too. That would have been big. Could have gained me some life. We'll play first again. We're going to keep this hand. Oh, my gosh. We have Zopandrel. We have Adaptive. So we have a good early start. We need like one more creature to turn this Adaptive into like a real threat. But Malcator's Watcher can trade with some stuff. Gosh, we were going to gain some life soon after that too. Oh, they mulliganed. Nice. So this game should be pretty good. Our deck is really good at going like early play, and then kind of having a big late game finish. is kind of what I'm working with for the foreseeable future. That's a good draw. Not going to trade off the adapt if it's really valuable to me. Especially because next turn I can attack and threaten to proliferate. Sure, Vorak. A little bit of a rusty. Ooh, what a great draw. That was such a good draw. Our adaptive will only continue to grow. They've got some big mana on the table. Okay. Attack first. For some reason I thought these had reach for a second. I was like, no, I'm suiciding. So Evolving Adaptive will grow if I play Lattice Blade Mantis or my Oiled Order Troll. But we're happy with the board stall because our guys are going to get massive when we play Zopandrel, and red-green can't kill an indestructible Zopandrel, so we're going to scry a land at the top if we see one with Glisteners here, I think. Okay. Sure. Nice. We don't care about that guy right now. So if they don't play a Haymaker this turn, we're just going to win with Zopandrel, I think. They only have 4 lands in play, and eventually they're going to draw some lands, and then they're going to flood out, because they have so many like random mana guys in play. I'm going to take 10. It's a lot of damage, but my guys are going to be so big in a turn. I forgot that I turned on game music. That's why I'm hearing all this game music in the background. And I'm like, oh, it's kind of epic. I think taking the hit there was correct. I'm going to scry here. I want to just play two more creatures. It'll solidify this game up. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9 creatures, and I have 5 blockers. I'm going to have a 6th blocker. Next turn. That's a creature. I'm sending in for 10. I want to get rid of some of their creatures. All of them are valuable because their rust vines help them make mana. Oh my gosh, really? Oh, that's a huge relief if I can kill 3 of their guys. Oh no, I choked. Oh my gosh, I messed up. I could have used the Copper Longlegs trick. Oh my gosh, that feels so bad. I had him. I had him right where I wanted him and I choked. No. Oh, if I'd used Copper Longlegs, I would have had a 10-10 still. And then it would have been a 12-12 and I could just keep hitting him. Oh no. I could lose because of that. Easily. I would have had 1 less blocker for this turn. Usually, sure. Not really concerned about that. Oh, I'm so sad. That was really bad by me. Oh, Malcator's Watcher is a huge draw. They have 3, 7, 10. They have 3, 4, 7, 11, 14, 15 power. I'm sending him. Gosh, if I had done that, I would have won this game in a heartbeat. Oh, man. Kill that. That. So I need to deal 8 damage. So I guess we'll kill this one too. No, we're going to kill the Fuse because it's going to get pretty big. Oh, I could have killed the extra guy. I counted badly. Jeez. Yeah, we could have killed the 3-1. I did the math there wrong. I live through a Hazardous Blast now. Woo! Got the win there. Oh my gosh. I choked that super badly. Okay. Let's just look at what they had. They had a bunch of 3-3s. They had some 4-2s, some 4-5s. I think this guy could be good again. The 5-5 just blocks a bunch of their stuff. I like the 4-4. They have no interaction either. They're just playing stuff as well. Their deck isn't the best. Neither's mine, but still. In these grindy games, Immobilizer's not very good. This 2-5 could be really good, though. It's not very good against their Lattice Blade, but it's good against their 2-5 and their 2-4. I'm going to be on the draw, I have to remember. I do like Chrome Prowler as well. Man, Blue Sun's Twilight would also be great if I drew that at some point. I haven't been playing that card very much. On the draw, I think I don't want the Golem as much, and I'd rather have this guy to help me stall. But a 2-5 could also be really good. But I think Lattice Blade is too good, especially with the Oil Gorger Troll synergy. Oh, this is too tough. Oh my gosh. Come on, deck. Big game. I've been having really good draws. So. Oh. Oh, we did it. This is a great draw. Oh my gosh. We get to go 1 drop, 2 drop, 3 drop, and then the Glistener Seer pops in at some point. Oh my gosh, what a hand. The Glistener Seer has felt kind of nice as the Scry engine, but not very good as a card. I think they mulliganed, maybe? Or maybe they kept. Yeah, they mulliganed. They mulliganed twice. Gosh. This is intense. Blue-green. Come on, deck. Come on, deck. Take me to the promised land. And the Malcator's Watcher. I can play that at the same turn I play the Seer. Okay, new plan. I'm going to play the Malcator's Watcher because it's a better trade with that guy. And then next turn I can play this guy and Glistener Seer to make this a 3-3 if I want. Taking their guy is going to be game over if I can take something big. They can't attack into Malcator's Watcher. Let's go. Oh, and then this thing will make this a 4-4. We're maximizing every possible counter on this Evolving Adaptive. I'm liking our odds here. They mold to 5 and we have like a very good hand. Playing all of our cheap cards has been great. Like even like the junky 2-drops are really good. Lorac. Okay, that could find them their next land, then keep them in the game. We miss a land drop, but we have this guy to start scrying us. Our lands. I'm willing to trade this for their 2 creatures. Yeah, and they probably don't want to trade. You can't play too scared with this guy. Sure, he's a 4-4, but like trading a 4-4 for a 3-3 and a 3-1 is really good. They probably don't want to do that. Another Vorak, sure. We're definitely going to scry to try and hit our lands here. And we can even start pumping up our flyer with this guy. We're not going to scry on upkeep, though. Drone Prowler's a good draw. I think we'll keep it. So they have a combat trick. Sure. This is like an insurance policy if they play something crazy. Mostly a reach creature. We did attack with the Watcher. Keeping the land for sure. Our 1-4 can hold back their entire team, so we're not going to attack with him again. We just want to get all his counters off. We're not going to quite commit to the Predation Steward play yet. We're just going to keep playing out our guys. So we'd probably rather Predation Steward onto our Icarus Spit Basilisk, because that makes him a really good attacker. They're sacking that, okay. I don't think we're going to scry with this guy, maybe. Because we kind of are happy with lands or spells at this point. There's nothing really specific we're looking for. We can get more value out of it later, I think. Sure. Trade. Rusty, sure. Rusty's really low impact. We have this as our insurance policy if we draw 2 more lands. Actually, 3 more lands. I guess this thing has vigilance, so I didn't really need to be that afraid of attacking with him, with this guy too. Because it would help me go for the win next turn. I don't think I'm in a huge rush, though. I just like getting in that extra chip this turn. My 1/4 is doing so much work. My gosh. Malcator's Watcher's been chipping in well also. I really do want to hit a land here. I'm gonna use up my last one. Okay, that's gonna be a lethal attacker. Keep it. Send in these guys. So now either one of them's lethal combined with my Predation Steward next turn. And I'll be adding 2 more lethal attackers to the board. And I still have my insurance. Take control, okay. Oh, and they can use up the oil. Sure. They can't kill me, they only have 9 power. I'm gonna tap Rusty. They're dead on board. Got there, let's go. Huge win. Woo! That is a big win. Major win. We're headed into the final round, folks. We lost game 1 there, but we battled back. I'll see you folks in the finals. Welcome to the final round. We are on the draw for the first time, but we have an amazing hand. My gosh. 2-drop. This thing. 4-drop or Kaido. Playing against black-white. We're going to play the Branch Blight Stalker because we aren't going to really want to block this. We might actually want to steal it with Blue Sun's Twilight. It's really scary. But this kind of maybe makes them not want to attack. Mandible just DCR, sure. We are going to attack here. Hopefully they trade. We're going to play our Escaped Experiment. We aren't going to use the Atlas yet because we just want to keep affecting the board in these early turns. Because now that we have this forest to play the Brutalizer, we'll just be able to play something that affects the board every turn. Keep up with our opponent. And our 4/4 can hopefully block the Ambassador. Or we can use Kaido to stop him. But we'll have plenty of blockers up by the time we play Kaido. We can use this to steal something eventually. Okay, they're bouncing the land, maybe? Okay. Brutalizer. Now if we hit a land next turn, we can play Atlas into Basilisk. Definitely not blocking. I'm really nervous here. That's not good. $36.7. So if I play land into Basilisk, Basilisk can trade with this guy. It's unfortunate, but I think I have to do that. And this is just like hoping for the best here. I'm nervous, but on the surface I look calm and ready. Gosh darn it. Oh, that didn't line up the way I wanted it to. Gosh, I was so close. I guess I needed a Blue Sun's Twilight earlier or something, but gosh darn it. They got there. We've lost game 1 before, though. Our 4-4 seems good. Our 4-3s seem good, even. I think we just run it back and hope for the best. That's what we've been doing. That 3-4 is super frustrating. They have +2/+1. Gosh. I think I made the right blocks. Okay. I think this is a keep. We don't have an island, though. Any land lets us go 1-drop into Basilisk into Mantis, though, eventually. Which is good. And they're mulliganing. So I think we're going to be seeing a game 3 here. Or at least I'm hopeful we will be. We need 1 more land. Maybe not seeing a game 3. Oh, it would have been so good. We have the long legs even. They did mulligan though, so we're still in good shape. And they're missing a land drop. Charge! I will use the first counter here because I want to make sure that if they have a removal spell, I can push damage. Okay, this game looks like kind of a non-game. Oh my gosh, it's a non-game. They have Whisper of the Draws. What does that tell me about potential sideboard choices? Oh gosh. It all comes down to this. I think I have enough 4-drops. I don't think I want this 2-5. Especially because the 2-5 doesn't do well against some of their stuff. Ichor Plate Golem could be good. They seem fast. Maybe I'd rather have Ichor Plate Golem than Watchful Blister Zoa, but I have so many 3s. I think we just run it back. Hope for the best. Oh, this is so intense. Oh, this is so intense. Oh, gosh. Oh, my gosh. On the draw with Blue Sun's Twilight after a Mere Convert to steal their 2-drop. I think we have to mulligan this, though. Ah, gosh. If they have Whisper of the Draws, we just lose. But we have 2 2-drops. We have Blue Sun's Twilight. I'm going to keep it. You gotta risk it for the biscuit. If they don't have Whisper of the Draws, this hand is amazing. And this will help us scry for the lands we need. Please don't kill him. Hoping they don't have Flash Cat here. Yes, they don't kill my guy. Huge. Yes. Playing the double spell. Can block it. Oh, they're getting rid of the long legs. Interesting. That's an easy block. That's a good draw. Do I want to cast that or do I want to cast this? I'm going to cast this. And then I'm going to go for the tapper eventually on this Flensing Raptor, or I'm going to try to steal it. I have plenty of time to deal with the Flensing Raptor. I'll be able to chump it with the Malcator's Watcher. I'll be able to tap it with this guy. Okay, Basilica Shepherd. Definitely don't want that. This is super sad. What a way to go down. What a way to go out. You keep a sketchy hand on the draw and you get punished. That's how it goes sometimes, though. Oh, it's just so unfortunate. We had it. The world was our oyster. Just needed some spells. I mean, some lands. Gosh, to come down to game 3 of the final round is so insane. Oh my gosh. Kaito?
Yeah, you won't stop me. You can't fight what you can't see.
So I can activate his loyalty ability again to stop the Flensing Raptor. I'm not going to do that. I could use him to draw a card and try to hit a land. I have 2 blockers on the ground. I don't think I can afford to. Chat's saying I should bring back the O3, but you have to deal the creature that did combat damage. I'm also afraid of +2/+1 for their whole team. Gosh darn it, they're coming after me. They have +2/+1, so I just try to absorb damage here. So that guy's going to trade, this guy's going to trade, this guy's going to die. They're going to go for +2/+1. So... Yep. Come on, land. No, you can do it. You're joking me. Come on. Okay, we got this.
Too slow. Stay alert. Something's up. That should be enough of a distraction.
They're just drawing 2 cards a turn now, and I'm at 4 because I can't seem to draw a land to save my life. No. Gosh, darn it. Oh my gosh, you play the whole thing out and then you just lose because you can't buy a land. I'm 14 cards into my deck, for crying out loud. Gosh. And then I'm gonna draw a land when it's too late. And it's an island anyway. Gosh darn it. Oh yeah, 14 cards deep, and I scryed 3 times. Oh my gosh. Wow. That's demoralizing. Gosh, I played this like 2-hour epic battle and then I just get hosed. I could have mulliganed that hand, but 2 lands on the draw with a mere convert felt like it was keepable. Oh yeah, I'm just gonna do this. Might as well end with a bang, right? Gosh darn it. That's just tough. I know it happened to them in game 2, but I really felt like I had that one. Just needed to draw some lands. Or a forest, even. I was in such good shape there for a while if I could have just hit a land. I don't know. Oh well. Like, if I could have gone this guy into 4-drop. Dang. That's real sad. Well, if you made it all the way to the end of the video, leave hashtag... I don't even know. I usually like to have some sort of positive thing people can leave in the comments to let me know they made it to the end, but, you know, that's just so brutal. You can leave hashtag so brutal in the comment section, but, you know, that's kind of a negative vibe. Anyway, hope you enjoyed the video, and I'll talk to you next time.